So it is in the evening time now on this, what is the last few days of winter, of winter. And now we're going into the spring by Friday on the 20th or 21st, depending on where you are in the world. And it is, pretty subdued. It is blue skies. We have the white hot sun. The light from the sun isn't a calming and a inviting yellowish color. It is like blazing white. And that to me signals that we are truly in a new paradigm. So today seemed like there was a natural break in looking at many of the things that, of course, going on in the world. People are focusing on just a few singular things that they're reporting on, and not really connecting the dots in a way that would point to the why of the matters that we find ourselves in right now. And so this commentary and the commentary that I bring is to give you the why and what will come next, because we have been told through ancient prophecy, through those who were closer to perfection than what we are today. Actually, we're not close to perfection at all. We are at the bottom rock and the bottom rung of imperfection. But similarly to the twisting of the band or a rubber band, like if you take a rubber band, stretch it between two hands and then twist it, you would know that there's a central point of where everything is just kind of crisscrossing and touching. And then it bands outward. So one part is outward and then it closes in, and the other part opens up very slowly. And we're in that part where things are opening very slow. We're at the tail end of that binding, and now we are moving in to the light. And of course, we're in the part where it's the roughest. We're in the part where it's the most wicked. We're in the part where things that are happening don't even have a reason to them. Like, and it's not just, I'm not talking about just only what's globally happening or even nationally. I'm talking about for many of us personally, if not the majority of mankind, is just having things happen to them that is leaving us scratching our head. If you're not in the light of the truth, if you're not in the light of prophecy, you would be totally bewildered by the circumstances, no matter what you're doing. So this channel just deals with the truth of that, and to illuminate what will come afterwards, what we're actually heading into, which is really important in times like these, because things are rough right now. They're really tough right now, and there's really not a comfortable spot on the planet that you can really go to where you do not feel the pressure and feel the nature of ill will that is pervading the planet in its final stand, so to speak. So having said that, there is a passage in the scriptures that says the light gets brighter as the day draws near. And as I was walking from the parking lot to my home, one of the things that hit me about the sun was that, the sun is really white, hot, bright. Even though it's not scorching the skin, it's very, very bright, very bright. And so for me, that's an encouraging sign. That's an encouraging sign from the Most High that things, although we're in the tough of it, we're also in the dawn of the manifestation of the kingdom of heaven on earth, and the manifestation of true New Jerusalem. Perhaps the energy that is beaming from the sun and beaming from our solar system and harnessed throughout the earth, which I believe is causing the earth to heal from the inside out. And as the earth heals from the inside out, so do we. Now, the first fruits of that healing comes and has to come to the children of Yah, because we play such an important role in the earth. We play such an important role among the peoples of the earth. And that is starting right now. Now, there are some that have been so mildly corrupted by the great Satan and the demonic forces that even though they have been restrained and put at bay, that the energy that that human beings have sucked up, and I'm not just talking about the elites of the world or the families, the rich, powerful families of the world, but also just the score of masses of people who have who have inculcated the atmosphere of this world. For those who are anointed and chosen, and I'm going to extend this to even the people of Yah, just to the 12 tribes, whether they like it or not, they have been set apart, which means that anytime we walk into a room or whatnot, we're just not treated as one of the pack, so to speak. And so we can feel that difference in our soul when we walk into a room, or when we even are at home, or if we're walking down the street. No matter where we go, it is ever present in our life that something about us is different, and we can sense that difference in how that relates to other people. Or really, sometimes it helps them, but most times it is, unfortunately, it makes them uncomfortable. And that can also, we're human too. We're imperfect, and we need a steady supply of the Most High's Spirit to infuse us. Otherwise, I mean, it could be very, very. You can go downhill very, very quickly if we didn't get that supply. So I just sit here today and kind of marvel at the way the Most High has kept me elevated out of despair and out of a real bottom rock sense of loss. And so I just want to give that thanks to the Most High, and actually just showing His hand and the things that I have been through. And even where I sit today, I'm telling you right now, I can emphatically say that if you were to really hear my full story right now, you would be amazed. I mean, it's not so much as going out into outer space or anything like that, but for me, it is a miracle. And so there was a group of people who I believe were dabbling in demonism, and dabbling in rituals, and dabbling in things that people do. And they were not black, they were of the Latino South American descent, and the Mexican descent, and even some from out of Asia, out of some of the countries out of Asia. I would say stipulate not the Philippines. They weren't for the Philippines, but and also, of course, two Caucasian people. So they were in allegiance. They were actually worked together, and that was a really tough time for me. But they sought to to I guess pull everything that I had, which isn't much. I mean, for most descendants of slaves, we don't really have much, but even having a little bit, because of the demonic nature that causes all kinds of maltreatment from anybody outside of our race. And so it was really to strip me of everything, and not one thing, as I sit here today, has been stripped. Trust me, it has been a ride, and I would say mostly mentally, but for some reason, the spiritual part and even the mental part, I truly believe that the Most High has held me up, and I appreciate that. And you will probably find for many descendants of American slaves that that has been the story, the typical story of our existence in this world, that is and has been the world of Satan and the demons, and all of those who subscribed to the nature of those entities. And so, anyway, I just wanted to say that and to just be grateful and to be thankful. And my prayers have been as of late is that not only myself, but my people, that all of the barriers and all of the shackles and all of the derision and all of the prejudice and all of the racism, all of the bad thinking and the bad doing, that all of that is removed from us. And that for many of us, sometimes we have a neighbor, or we have a coworker, or we have even a significant other, including our children. There's usually someone in the vicinity of our lives or our world that is, you can tell that they are struggling with a spirit that is unbecoming of their nature, and that spirit is even though the entity may not be there anymore, the spirit is still working to a certain degree to make trouble and to make mischief. And so I do have a little bit of that, but I notice it's not as pronounced as it had been in the past. And so something happened in 2025, and it definitely is carrying over to 2026. So yeah, so my prayer is right now for myself and for my family and for my people, for all descendants of American slaves, that we have that spirit and that type of life and that type of interaction with other people removed, and that sooner rather than later. And I really do believe that we are on the verge of that. I really do. And so I praised Yah for carrying us as a people and keeping us alive, that we were not erased out of history. Thank you for listening. And please like and share and subscribe. And I hope that you get some motivation out of this. Thank you. And may Yah, Most High God, Creator of the universe, continue to show up in your life and continue to display miracles for you as well. Thank you.